So let's take something simple we look at that we have our athletes doing a dynamic warm-up, and that's the waiter's bow. This is a good way to add it in. You can do 2 sets of, we like to do 2 sets of 5 because we're looking at quality with this movement. So let's take a look. So for the waiter's bow, this is what the athlete does. Think of a waiter bowing. So what coach is going to show you here, ear, shoulders, and hip are lined up. He's got a slight bend in his knees, and he's about hip width apart, a little bit wider at the hips. And what he's going to do is he's sitting straight back, not down with his hips. And you notice that he has good posture and control. He's loading the hamstring. He's loading the glutes. These are muscles that a lot of young athletes never load. They load the quadricep. But look at the control with the movement. As coaches, you become a screener. You're looking at his movement and her movement in the sport. Don't worry about it being perfect when they're young, but what you're doing is you're ingraining a quality movement that carries over into a lot of sports. Now let's take a look at that. Thank you, Coach. When you look at an athlete development, and we look at how they perform and how I produce power, which is loading these muscles, a lot of times they don't load it. We see it all the way at the college level that we even work with athletes. We go and we ingrain this movement again. Now we can start looking at other patterns, how to absorb force when they land, how to explode when they jump, but also how do we load the hips when we want to extend and create power. Because if you can't load these, think of rotational sports to come through the hip like a thrower or a hitter in baseball or even a pitcher. How do we do that if we don't know how to do it? So this is something that I promise you a lot of athletes are missing. If you're not doing it, coaches, add this in. Again, we put it in our dynamic warm-up in the beginning, 2 sets of 5. We're screening it, and we've seen a lot of success with our athletes learning this. So go out, do this today, and I promise you, you will see better results with your athletes. So that's it, the hip hinge. Do this with all your young athletes because I promise you, we've looked at a lot of athletes of all different sports and a lot don't know how to hip hinge. This is a simple exercise that will pay going forward to teach athletes to be more explosive and more powerful. And do this, go to the link below. Our 7 exercises to improve athleticism in any young athlete. It's a free downloadable. Click on the link below and start making your athlete the best athlete that they can be. Until next time, you take care.